the Durango Hellcat. Here it is. So yeah, that's it. Durango Hellcat, the crazy Hellcat engine, finally with 4-wheel drive. So it looks really cool. They took a lot of cue from the Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT, I think. Some kind of like 3-vent in the front, 3-vent in the hood. The SRT plus cat logo. Really cool headlight. You have 2 like LED type bar here. Overall looks great. In white, great color because the black and white contrast really looks cool. Remember when they launched the Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT, they said that this was inspired by Star Wars Stormtroopers, you know, the white troopers, some black accent. And I say it does convey the feeling quite a bit. Really cool look. I really like that everything is painted. You can see the fender flares. You don't have any chromes around. The glass here, you know, flush. You don't have any plastic, you know, surround around here. This looks a little cheap here on the triangle here, those spots. That's where the Durango base show a little bit. But overall, it looks really nice and neat. What's interesting on this car, they did not go completely crazy with the tires. Here we actually have all season. They are still 295 in the front, and here's in the back as well 295. So it's a square setup. So that's nice. Easier to replace the tires, which will most likely have to happen quite often. Very good look, but literally, if you remove the badge from this car, you will have absolutely no idea that this is a Hellcat. And again, the best part, the 4-wheel drive. We'll see in the drive if actually a 4-wheel drive Hellcat start to make sense. And I think this is just the beginning for Hellcat 4-wheel drive, and most likely they certainly bring, I think, a Challenger 4-wheel drive would make so much more sense. So here we have 3 rows. The seats come down very easily manually. Actually, I almost prefer it manually, less chance to have any problems, and it's actually usually faster than electric. So unless you're really challenged physically, that's the way to go. About the spare wheel, it's actually here under the hood, tow hook there, and the tailgate looks like it's electronically controlled with this button right here. You have a little UPS button and the super slow tailgate close, but okay. Let's look a little bit in the back. Again, buyers will be really interested with the back amenities. And here you have the gigantic screen and the ridiculously thick seat. I don't even know why they make them so thick. I don't know if it's really for comfort, if we need that much, or if they think it looks more premium that way. So here we have captain chairs, and you can actually recline the seat here. You pull that lever and you can access the back. Let's see how easy it is to put that thing back. Very easy. I think I can certainly even do this one. They are very light, very easy to put in. You can try to jump in. Lots of space here. Hop, 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 hop. Here we go. It's honestly pretty good in terms of comfort. I mean, I can't even fit here. And I mean, I'm 6 feet tall. Let's try and see if I can close those seats. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty decent. Pretty decent. I could ride here for a little bit. Pulling the lever, I guess. Here. And a second time to unlock it. Push this. Yeah, fairly easy. Ton of AC control up there, here. Cup holder, of course. But now I think some venting here for the feet. So pretty comfy. I like on the back seat for those entertainment centers that you actually have direct input here. It's not very pretty, but at least, you know, your kid can come in and plug what they want to plug. So that's convenient. You have a source of power here, literally like 110. Don't have to deal with transformer again. That's the way to go if you really want to use those back systems. Here it's funny that they mentioned they don't want you to put your feet like this, which is very tempting. You're in the back of the seat. Let's say you wait for the kids. You can put the seat like this, but I guess driving would not be a good idea. See, how do I push this thing up? Good, you can put your feet there. Oh, damage the sticker a little bit. What happens if I push here? I have no idea. There's a push button. Whoa, pretty cool. Center console open from the back, and I guess from the front as well, and from the front as well. Yeah, that's the fun thing. It's a dual hinge system. Pretty cool for the back passengers. Okay, some climate control here. Very nice. I mean, I really like the fact that they're here, because that way the kids don't kick them up and destroy them on their way out. Okay, so let's get out of here. Walk. And fairly easy to get in and out. I like it. I also like the fact that it's fast and the seat come in and out quickly. Let's look at the front cabin from here before I get in. Classic Durango butt note. Again, the carbon fiber accent there, the two-tone interior, Bordeaux and black, and it's not red, it's like a nice Bordeaux color. The phone seems to be giving a good idea of what the color is like. Very cool. Alcantara liner. I'd say one of the things that's really missing, if you like that top thing, is the sunroof. There's no sunroof in this car. Personally, I'm not gonna really miss it. I think, again, less things to worry about. Big fan of the carbon fiber molded injection here. And inside the Durango, I mean, everything is pretty much as always been. I'm gonna give it a start. Cool little logo in the front. Not sure what that is. I don't know if it's that previous driver or. I guess you can pick your avatar there. Decide what you want to pick. There we go. A couple of cool avatar from Hellcat. This one I'm not that into it, but pretty cool. Pretty cool one. Oh, you actually have more characters, animals. I guess your kids, everybody can get in play, but I guess the only one that makes sense would be this or this. Personally, big fan of that one. Save it. The entertainment center is very nice, quick, fully touch. Those buttons at the bottom used to be a hard button. Now they are part of tactile interface. I like. Let's go put in SRT mode. I like race options. Pretty cool. Comfort. This really is something I guess we'll have to note. The climate control, where you see everybody wearing a helmet. Pretty awesome feature. Again, like part of those quirky features that Doug Dimmer will certainly love to see. Overall great system. The dash. All you would expect. The car is loaded with a bunch of different functions. This one inexplicably does not have the radar guided cruise control, even though the sticker price on this car is, you see it, $92,000. So I don't know why they did not put that one in, but they forgot it. In the center console here, you have a DVD reader. Again, it's cool to have, you know, it's old tech, but overall, if you really have kids, you want to play something specific and don't want to play with devices all over, it's, you know, there's nothing like DVD. The shortcut SRT button and launch, which is pretty cool. Automatically turn the traction control off, and you're ready, I guess, to have launch control. I'm not even gonna start it because I mean, I don't have enough space here to do it. You still have trailer braking control. Cool to have. Again, if you get a big car like this, you certainly want to tow. I'd love to see how reliable the towing is gonna be, but it's gonna be interesting. Okay, so let's take it for a test drive and let's see how it feels on the road. So here we go, we are inside the Dodge Durango SRT Hellcat. Let's get a start. Nice rumble. Nice. First impression, really have not been inside this car at all. The backup camera is decent to not be mean. It's really not that great. It's a nice big screen, but the resolution really is kind of lacking. Okay, the power is definitely there. I'm gonna put my bag in the back so it doesn't get catapulted. Whoa. Okay. That is good, some speed there. Okay, so it's just as expected. Pretty crazy. I'm gonna close the window now because if not, we're not gonna hear anything but Wow, yeah, the engine noise is quite present. Wow, yeah, it's very impressive, very impressive. And what I like about it, well, I'm stuck in traffic, so I can't really tell, but what I really like about it already is that this is a four-wheel drive system. So now we can actually put the power down. It's just downshift here. I literally have 100 feet in front of me with higher revs, even more. Oh yeah, down here, like it really feels like a Porsche turbo now. The amount of exhaust noise is actually pretty strong in the cabin. I mean, that's what you would want, but okay, now I understand why people lined it up to buy the Durango SRT. On the outside, really, the car doesn't look that much like anything. Just a couple of air vents, you know, on the hood, a little bit on the side, but the previous Durango looked pretty good. So this is relatively subdued. Not many people will know what you're driving, and you can have fun without, you know, everybody knowing that you are literally a hoonigan behind the wheel, because that's really what it is. And I'm driving completely in automatic mode right now. It's nice. You give a little kick on the gas, and the car reacts relatively nicely, smooth, and then you hear the supercharger whining really nicely. I'm trying to see if they have that nice SRT button. Yeah, it's here, SRT button. What's knowing that every time you press a button, the radio turns on. Okay, so you have all the usual mode. The screen is really nice. The quality of the screen is really nice. The definition, it's nice and glossy. Of course, this one is brand new. So, and even with Polaris sunglasses, I can read it very well. I'm gonna put it into sports mode. It's very impressive, and again, so much better for me than the two-wheel drive version, you know, for the Charger or the Challenger. Really, there's too much power for two-wheel drive, so this as a four-wheel drive is great. That car rides really high and it's pretty soft. I mean, yeah, for a car gets that type, something so sporty, it is relatively comfortable. The seats are very comfy. The sedan and Challenger and Charger also were relatively comfortable. I'd say the main thing that would not make it so comfortable is the amount of noise that comes in the cabin. Again, you get a lot of supercharger noise, exhaust noise, which is fantastic, but you know, on the long run, I'd be curious to put that to a pace on highways, see how it feels. No sunroof on this car. Again, this is a $96,000 car, so it's really pricey, so you really have to make the best out of it. I was a big fan of the Jeep SRT8. I thought that car has always been great, but here of course it's at another level now that we have, like, you know, the Hellcat engine in this. It's interesting that they decided to put the Hellcat in this and not in Jeep Grand Cherokee. I guess it makes sense. This car is bigger, heavier, so more power can certainly be used. The whining of the supercharger is super cool, and from the load you have the whining, and then when you push more, you really get more power. You get a little bit of loud sound, and then after that you get the really screaming. So you got really the feeling of the naturally aspirated engine right after the torque from the supercharger kicks in. Very enjoyable. The steering is relatively light. The suspension tuned for comfort. Again, more of a drag strip car than the amount of power is very, very impressive, and the whining just make the experience so much more dramatic. Then, I mean, the sound experience is really, really present while you have a ton of comfort. So it's a really interesting proposition when you look at a different, you know, competing car like the BMW X5M, I'd say would come to mind. This is a lot more comfortable, definitely a better choice for people who would live in area where the pavement is less than stellar. Let's say you live up north where there's a lot of snow and and freezing that damage the pavement. The X5M would be a little more punishing, even though I think the X5M is more and more comfortable at every new generation. I think really that's all there is to say. The car is definitely hugely practical. 3-row seat here. I have captain chair, very comfy seats. You can really like go around town, do your business with the kids, and you know, if you are like a muscle car enthusiast and you grow a large family, you still want to have that fun. I mean, this is really quite an amazing opportunity to be able to buy this. Really did not know that Dodge had it in them to make that car, and they decided to go for it, and it sold out, so that's fantastic. So I think that's it for my final thought. I mean, really, if you are into that sort of thing, it delivers the power, the sensations, and you already know the compromise you're gonna have to make, which is a little bit more noise. And I don't even want to look at the gas mileage here. It says 4.7 mpg on my gauge here, I guess from previous automotive tester. We're a little heavy on the right foot. Very, very, very cool. Fantastic. Okay, so that's about it. Thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you later for more videos. Bye.